Hello and welcome to the K&J Show. We have a special report about voter fraud during the U.S. midterm election of 2018.
You fraudy fraudsters!
Well, hello and welcome to Voting Day in the United States of America. We have an exclusive report on voter fraud. In fact, they're already reporting voter fraud, aren't they?
In fact, it's so classified that they put the report in the comics this morning.
Next to the classifieds, which makes sense.
No, I mean, that's
because
you do know that when the government wants to share secrets with each other, they put them in comic strips.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so where did you learn that information?
I can't disclose.
Okay. Well, anyway, so right now we're in the middle of the midterm elections. I think everyone's aware of that. Mm-hmm. But we have to remember that, of course, every time people claim that there's voter fraud.
Yep.
Now, I don't think it matters if there actually is.
Nope.
Or isn't. I'm not saying that there isn't voter fraud. But boy, they sure are quick to say it early on, and this election is no different than any other.
It was happening when Lincoln was getting elected.
That's right. We have some notes here about what we're trying to include in today's show so that we get more views.
Well, no, it's so that we give them the information they need.
That's what I meant. So let's see. Abraham Lincoln, I think, talked about voter fraud at some point in his life.
He did. He was concerned about it happening with Reagan.
Right. Ronald Reagan?
Yeah.
Okay.
The actor.
And, of course, his wife, Nancy Reagan, who consulted Joan Quigley, that astrologer. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, so as we all know, the Democrats and the Republicans are neck and neck right now. We have the elephants and
the donkeys.
Which you discovered something recently about them.
Did you know that donkeys don't like elephants?
Yeah, tell us about that.
Elephants feel just as strongly about donkeys. And there are fights happening all over the nation right now. And mostly they're happening in the parking lots of Kmart's. And it's just these donkeys and elephants, and they're just charging each other. There's stampedes all over America today.
Stampedes?
Stampedes of donkeys and elephants. Stampeding.
Have you seen stickers? What?
Yeah, there's like stickers on people's cars that are like, I hate elephants. And then other ones that are like, donkeys are idiots. Why is that so funny to you? It's real. There are minivans probably outside right now, outside of our studio, with these very stickers on them. I think it's creating a culture of hate.
Would you mind just holding on a second? I want to talk to our listeners just real quick.
Sure.
I'm not going to tell her if you're not, guys. I don't even know what to do here. I mean, this is unlike anything I've ever... I think we're just gonna go with it.
You're not gonna tell me what?
Anyway,
I think sometimes when you get real close to the microphone and you tell little secrets to our audience,
right?
You think I'm not here, but I'm here and I can hear you. I just don't always understand.
What did I say? All right. Well, so the Democrats and Republicans are definitely they're at each other's throats ever since Donald Trump got elected. And so seriously, Fox News, CNN, it's so clear cut. You know, it used to be, I think, that sometimes that both of those networks tried to appear more centrist.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Fox News ever did, but I think CNN really did.
Yeah, sometimes I think they certainly weren't pro-Trump when he was running.
Sure.
Fox News was kind of on the fence.
Well, they were nervous. They didn't think the guy could win. No one did.
Right. No one wanted to back him. So I think, but what's interesting is that, Fox News people went out and stumped for Trump and for the Republican Party I guess really more for the Republican Party, but it sure seemed like Trump, didn't it?
Yeah.
Now, was there any voter fraud during, like, Bill Clinton?
Oh, I'm sure. There's been voter fraud forever.
Right.
You know, like, for instance, the show Scandal. So you think that the scandal is between President Fitz and his fixer. And it's like their whole romantic relationship, but really,
right.
as you watch the show, once you get further into the series, you realize that the scandal is actually that they did a huge voter fraud scandal in some district. I think it was like New Jersey or something.
Right.
And they took over all the machines because this particular region had more electoral votes or whatever.
Sure.
And that's how they got Fitz elected. So
Right,
that was
that's-
the actual scandal.
Sure, that there's reports of people getting bussed in. There's reports of people getting flown in from different areas, and I don't
Right.
know how much of that is true, but it certainly does seem to be prevalent. And so what we've done is we actually have an exclusive. We have an exclusive report about the training academy for these shiesty people.
Yeah.
And so we went in there, and what did we find out?
We found out they were shisty.
And we found out some of their techniques, which we're going to share with you. If you want to commit voter fraud,
Right.
here's a few ways that you can do it coming from the Voter Fraud Academy.
Well, let me simplify this, because rather than giving them all the steps that we saw, I think we just need to give them the one that works. And that is those chain mails, those chain mail messages
Yeah.
that you got like
Yeah.
when email first
Yeah.
started,
Yeah.
send this to 7 of your friends.
Oh, on AOL.
That's what they're using.
Yeah.
Yeah. AOL Instant Messenger.
Yeah, I was on there today.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see you in the chat room.
Yeah, no, in the chat. Well, you know what? I got to get a new ROM. I got to get a new CD-ROM for the
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Well, you
But-
could get them at like Walgreens, I think.
Anyway, coming up, we're going to talk about that. So, one of the ways that they suggest is, get this, dressing your dog up as a person, then teaching the dog people language so that no one knows it's a
Right,
dog.
right.
You send the dog into the
Yeah.
voting place and you tell the dog
Well,
what
yeah,
you
because the only thing the dog needs to know is its name and date of birth, and then they hand you your voting packet, and you just go in and do it.
Exactly. You also need to get your dog hands,
Right.
which is important.
you can find
eBay, I think,
Yeah.
sells them. Some kind of robot hands
people you
for
don't
dogs.
like. Just cut them off.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of morbid, don't you think?
I'm a little bit of a mobster.
You know, last time you got on to me for the whole lantern thing, okay? Because I said
yeah.
the blood on the lantern or whatever, what was it, hair? And
Yeah.
you got on to me and you were all judgmental.
Well, I feel like cutting someone's hands off is very different than there being like a portion of their scalp stuck to something.
You know what?
That's
Can we
disgusting.
just get back to the? I really
show?
just want to get back to the show. I don't
Do you want
think
to
I
tap
wanna,
your pen a little passive aggressively again?
You know what? I think we just need to focus on what we're trying to do.
Yeah, let's
okay?
stay focused.
Let's talk about more voter fraud than your and I's personal problems.
Right. Did you know that this year for these midterm elections, I received 4 ballots for myself? I'm not kidding.
Wait, what?
I received 4 ballots for myself with my name on them.
How does that work?
I moved twice.
Oh,
And I think about how many other people in the nation have moved twice. Probably a lot.
true.
So how many extra ballots are just out there floating around? And then I think about that the only ballot that I actually had delivered specifically to me.
Oh my God!
There's
And you
one.
know who moves more than anybody else? The freaking Illuminati.
Yep.
Everybody knows that.
Well, and they're in control, and now they've got extra votes.
The Freemasons, the Illuminatis.
Yeah, they're moving around all the time. They can
Oh
never
my gosh!
keep a location because they'll get found out.
Right. It's almost like they're weird vampires.
It's almost like they're those cell phones that drug dealers use that they use for like 2 weeks and throw away.
Oh yeah, not iPhones.
Like burner
but, right.
phones.
Right. Yeah.
Track phone.
You can always find those in Burger King and McDonald's. I
Yeah,
think.
just
Can't
like
you
in
buy
the
them?
trash can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, I know Bed Bath & Beyond is going to be having a big sale because of the voting day.
Really?
It's something to bring together. Yeah, it's to bring together
Isn't
the
it
donkeys
funny
and-
how every retailer has a sale for like things that you wouldn't have a sale for?
Yeah, it might not be Bed Bath & Beyond now that I think about it. It might be that it's a thrift store down the street that's just in our town.
Oh, they're just doing a mom and pop.
Yeah, I
sale
always get
for
things like that
elections.
confused.
Yeah.
All right, guys, have a good day.
Bye.